Alright, we're on the draw for round 2. Got a pretty nice looking hand here. I'm going to keep. See if my opponent has the nut aggro draw again. Red-green mirror match, eh? 2-1 menace, that's pretty good. Let's lead off with Hardy Veteran, which attacks much better than the Ixali's Keeper. And we're certainly not blocking that menace creature. So, let's attack. Play Ixali's Keeper. There's no way he blocks here. So I can threaten a trade here. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, we get to hunt the weak to finish off the Frenzied Raptor if we need to, depending on what happens, of course. Another 4-2. Ew, Savage Stomp, jeez. We're just getting throttled here. I don't think my deck's that bad. Opponents are just drawing very well. Alright, I'm done complaining. I'm gonna start winning now. We also just haven't been in a position where we can attack yet, like at all. Every time I get a semblance of trying to be aggressive, this happens. My opponent just double spells me and kills everything, and I'm dead on turn 5. I know you guys don't tune in to hear me being negative, but this is not fun. Just drawing too many lands, getting curved out on, opponent's taking too long to attack when I know they're going to. Someone was DC'd in the draft. Just oodles of fun happening. I can't do anything here. I can chump block and save myself a turn, but geez. Alright. Sideboarding. Let's bring in Hijack. What do we take out? Could take out a land, but I think that would be too results oriented. I think we have been flooding pretty severely, not because we're playing more lands than we need to, but like that game, for instance, we drew 4 spells versus 7 land, which is certainly not the ideal ratio. So I'm not going to take the wrong lesson away from that. Dual shot is still okay. But we saw the Menace guy. We didn't really see that much more. He probably doesn't have that many 1-toughness creatures. He just happened to have a draw that featured the best one in an aggressive draw. So I'm not going to overreact to that. And I think that's it. I'm still confident our deck can win, even though we've been absolutely shit stomped 3 times in a row. I promise I'm not as bad at drafting as I might look, guys. You just have to trust me. It always sucks when you do something sort of off the beaten path, like draft a bunch of auras and weird creatures that don't look like they go well together, and then things just fall apart, but I really don't think it's a problem with our deck. Just our opponents have had draws that outclassed ours. Doesn't help that our deck doesn't really have a nut draw per se. Like our internal we have a bit of internal synergy with the Needletooth Raptor and like the minor combos with it, but like we don't have those super nutty Savage Stomp draws or the, you know, 1-drop, 2-drop pirate plus removal. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't do well to dwell on things you can't control. Play, and now we get the opposite problem that we've been having all day. I guess this is a keep. I'm gonna bottom that. I'm gonna also mold to 6, which is some small consolation. Alright, that's an acceptable draw. Pretty nice combo with the Needletooth Raptor even. No 2-drop from him. Alright. Too bad I cut the dual shot from my deck. That'd be nice with the double Needletooth Raptor draw, but at least we have the Firebrand as consolation prize. See, it's less tilting to me that when my opponent just nut draws me than when they just take like 30 seconds to allow me to attack when they're obviously not representing anything. Come on, people. Use your stops efficiently. Then again, I am in a more easily tiltable mood when my opponents have nut drawn me 3 times in a row. Ooh, that's a good card. Ooh, that's a good card. Let's play the Raptor. Probably just kill that now, honestly. Not let him get up to any funny business with combat tricks or anything. I mean, I knew I was going to do that anyway, because my plan here is to, alright, well, that kind of blew up in my face, didn't it? Oops. Overpaid by 1. I mean, he would have just played something else instead if he... Ew. That's a good card. Thrash of Raptors, which one is that? Is that the 3/3 that becomes a 5/3? Yeah. See what he wants to do with that. Puts it in his yard, interesting. He grabs a land. He might have just been missing land drops. Alright, let's see if this goes the distance. Do what damage to this? Deal 5 damage to that. Come on, man. Why do you even... Are you even holding priority right now? Just F6. Five to that. Attack for 5. See, I have 3 mana up and I could be representing something, but I'm not even going to. I'm just going to have 6 to save time. Frenzied Raptor. The weak. Alright, I'm just gonna play Tillinolli's Knight and pass here. Attacking doesn't accomplish much because we don't get any value from the Enrage trigger. It would just be actually a 2-for-1 trade. Technically 2 for 2 since the Tillinolli's Knight also killed Jade Light Ranger. But then you look at like, the Ranger technically drew him 2 cards, or drew him a card and a half, and anyway. Just pass. If he plays a 2-power or less creature, things can get pretty nutty. Mutiny. What's dealing damage to what here? Tillinolli's Knight looks like it's dealing damage to the Needletooth Raptor. Okay. So much for that plan, but at least we do get to kill his Frenzied Raptor in the meantime. Looks like my screen's frozen now. That's what I get for complaining about him being slow. Now my client freezes. So that dies. So we are still winning, but he has a lot of cards in hand. Let's draw. Okay, that wasn't a bad draw. Let's play that and attack for 3. Four, huh? It's pretty good. I'm probably just gonna trade here. Well, maybe. I could just... Let's see, I can take 5 and then I can hunt the weak here, which is a 2-for-1, but it would clear the way for my Tillinolli's Knight to attack. Look at the Saproling, but I don't think I want to trade here either way. I can take the hit, and I still want to be kind of aggressive here. Maybe clear the way for my Dreadmaw down the road. Party Veteran. We haven't really been able to double spell yet this game, which is pretty unfortunate, because we might have been able to sneak in enough here to get the job done, but I think I just hunt the weak. These two. Yeah, I guess I have to. Then I can get in for a measly 2 points of damage. And he has a Saproling left over. Does get nugged for 2, so we'll be at what, 6? Another Thrasher Raptors, so those are big now. He's gonna smash. Land would be good here. Okay. That should apply some pressure. There's not many cards that can actually kill this Colossal Dreadmaw. A fight spell doesn't kill me. Hijack obviously kills me. Pump spell, depending on the pump spell, I could die to 1. but it makes sense to keep up the aggression here. There's one card left. He's not playing it right away. Yeah, Hunt the Weak doesn't kill me. It also turns off his Thrash of Raptors ability, which is nice. He's out of cards. What would be my best draw here? Don't know. I mean, normally I'd say hijack, but we only have one mountain. Okay, there's another mountain. Tenuously ahead here, but we'll see what happens. Didn't draw a dinosaur, so that's good news. No attacks, also good news. Okay, that's something. Don't have any good attacks just yet. My opponent might be out of gas too, though, fortunately. So we can attack with everything. He could go... He can't eat this. He can eat one of my creatures. So he would go here, chump. The next turn I'd be left with Hardy Veteran plus Giltgrove Stalker, which technically presents lethal if he doesn't draw anything, because the Saproling, or rather the... Because I'd have two attackers, you'd only have one blocker. So now I have to decide if it's worth it to present lethal, assuming he bricks, or play it out, assuming... Cause, like, what happens if he plays like a big dinosaur? Then he gets to send in with Thrash of Raptors. I don't have good blocks on it. I think I still have to put the onus on him. Or rather, just try to get him dead before he finds what he needs to put himself over the top. So I think that's more likely than us drawing the key piece to finish him off with the current board state. With him this low, it makes sense to throw away some resources to try to get the job done. Fortunately, I have no dinosaurs, so... Okay, yeah, this makes similar sense, but I think this is incorrect. I think he should have Thrash of Raptors on the Tilonali's Knight, because now if I draw a dinosaur, Thrash of Raptor will only trade. Alright, cross my fingers. He drew a dinosaur. I need to win this turn. He can't attack this turn at least. And hoot. That's no good. Okay. So I can put both my guys in front of the Thrash of Raptors and go to 1. Guess I'll play one of my lands, doesn't really matter. So now my outs are basically just hijack. Don't know if we have any more direct damage. We already used our Fanatical Firebrand. Oh, come on. Come on. I mean, I don't know what we could have done any differently that game either. That would have been a good draw. Alright, last round.